battle in the place of prayer. If you win the war on your knees, evangelism and church growth strategies are good. Home cell is good. But sir, take your community on your knees. Take your location on your knees. Take that area on your knees. Take that place on your knees. God's servant Dr. Arasiola said himself and Bishop Waloke were in London one time, and they just decided to have evangelism. And told me this personally. And he said they were giving out tract. As they gave out tract, nobody collected. In London, they gave out tract. No, they said we are not collecting. They gave out tract. No. So if they left their hotel room to go and do evangelism. So when they came back, he said, "Come, doctor, how many people did you give tract?" He said, "Nobody collected." He said, "Even me, nobody collected." They held their hand and began to command the principality in that part of London to bow. They began to swallow that place, that locality on their knees, and began to pray in the Holy Ghost for all the night. They waited on God and they prayed. The next morning as they went out, people were not collecting, they were dragging. He said that was when you understood locational demons. That there are demons that control location. It doesn't take just 40 days to kill them. It takes progressional, consistent fervency of prayer. Am I talking to somebody here? Because they have been there for years. Satan powerful. Satan is only organized. He stays in a location for a long time. That is why when Jesus was to cast out the demon in the demoniac of Gadara, the demon said, "Don't cast us out of this area." In other words, we have been here for a long time. The structure, we know the streets, we know the houses, we know the elders. We have entered into them. We know how to manipulate them. If you cast us out of here to a new place, if you take us a long time to understand the terrain, to manipulate the people, so do not relocate us, do not cast us out of here. When a man begins to battle in the place of prayer, the true test of prayer is time consuming. A man to pray. Do you know that it was when Jesus prayed, the Bible said the sweat that came from him were like thick drops of blood. It's time to pray. As soon as Zion travail, in Matthew 21 and verse 13, he said, "My Father's house shall be called a house of prayer, but you have made it a den of thieves." So that tells me, if the house of prayer is not exercised in the house of prayer, then you are opening that house for robbery. There are destinies that have been stolen because men refuse to pray. There are homes that have been stolen because men refuse to pray.